Hello everyone, and welcome to my special presentation of the history of the Our Lady of Good Counsel schools. For those of you who once lived in Essex County, New Jersey, in the Forest Hill section of the North Ward of Newark, or any of our nearby communities, join me for the history of the Our Lady of Good Counsel schools. It's a slideshow presentation of historical facts from the past, things as they happened, and we'll record it. Oh, and by the way, I'll be your host. I'm Rich Connell. I'm also a graduate of Our Lady of Good Counsel School. So, if you're ready, let's revisit the past once again down memory lane and enjoy the history of the Our Lady of Good Counsel schools right now. This building, located at the corner of Heller Parkway and Woodside Avenue, in the Forest Hill section of the North Ward of Newark, New Jersey, stands the original Our Lady of Good Counsel Elementary School. This school was constructed around 1906 under the direction of then founder and first pastor of Our Lady of Good Counsel Parish, Father William Richmond. The annex building, located across the parking lot adjacent to the elementary school, first served as a middle school and then a commercial school. But by 1925, the annex then became a full-time four-year high school for Our Lady of Good Counsel Parish. Now, for the next 15 years or so, very little changed at Our Lady of Good Counsel Parish. In the 1940s, under Pastor Father Hennessy, a new, larger Gothic-designed church was constructed, replacing a smaller and outdated-sized Good Counsel church. The new church in Our Lady of Good Counsel Parish came in very handy during the late 40s and early 1950s. The downstairs church, as it was referred to later, was first utilized as extra classroom space. This was to help to relieve the overcrowding problem now facing the present Our Lady of Good Counsel Elementary School. This was caused in part by the post-World War II baby boom and the ending of the Korean conflict. But by 1955, there were some serious changes ready to be made at Our Lady of Good Counsel Parish.
One, two, 3 o'clock.
In 1955, while Newark's teens were ushering in the dawn of rock and roll, Our Lady of Good Counsel pastor Father John Newberg was ushering in the dawn of building a brand new and more comprehensive Our Lady of Good Counsel Elementary School. This one would be similar to the old school in content, accommodating all of the grades from 1st through 8th. But this one with the exclusive capability of handling up to 3 full-sized classes of each grade if necessary. In 1956, the construction was in full swing to complete this anticipated necessity for the parish. However, before its actual completion for the fall school year of 1957, Father Newberg passed away, and a new and more controversial pastor would be named to take his place at Good Counsel Parish. His name, Monsignor John Weisbrod. At the same time that Our Lady of Good Counsel's new elementary school was opening its doors to the new and existing students of the North Ward, another unrelated situation was occurring not too far away from the confines of Good Counsel. By September of 1957, the Mutual Benefit Insurance Company, located at 300 Broadway in Newark, had closed its doors. The business would now reopen, but under another name. It now would be known as Essex Catholic High School. At Good Counsel in the fall of '57, while the new elementary grade school was flourishing with young students, more Sisters of St. Joseph were arriving to take on the necessary teaching duties required for the new elementary school. In the meantime, Monsignor Weisbrod had already made some interesting and questionable changes at Our Lady of Good Counsel High School. Under Weisbrod, the sports programs had ceased to exist. Good Counsel had been a leader in sports for many prior years, as evidenced by the trophy seen originally in the school's breezeway and later in the lobby of the Social Action Center. But as of that time, not only sports, but there were very few limited extracurricular activities now benefiting the students at Our Lady of Good Counsel High School. Even the drum and bugle corps, known to the parish as the Our Lady of Good Counsel Woodsiders, would now be simply known and renamed under Weisbrod as the Woodsiders Drum and Bugle Corps. It could be fair to say that Monsignor Wisebroad was also recognized as a visionary, and on the surface this endeavor proved to be realized as he showed intentions of doing more of the same that his predecessor Newberg had started with the building of a new elementary school. Around 1961, Wisebroad showed some intentions of building some things of his own. Most of them were completed, but one thing was not. In 1961, the parishioners of Our Lady of Good Counsel Parish were given the honor of helping to raise money or pledges for the start of the building of what was to be a new cafeteria, a new gymnasium, and a new auditorium, which years later was converted into a high school sports gym, and culminating with a new co-ed regional Our Lady of Good Counsel High School. The construction started and completed all but the new high school. By September of 1961, the existing Our Lady of Good Counsel High School was no longer accepting any new boys as high school students. Officially, however, not much more was said about the building of the new high school. There were never any reasons given by the parish as to why the new high school had not yet started to be built. People were speculating as to why this final project had not commenced at all. The properties were bought up by the parish and torn down on Elwood Avenue running east to west between Summer and Woodside Avenues in the exact location of where the school would have been situated. An artist's conception of what the new high school would have looked like after completion hung on the wall of the back of Our Lady of Good Counsel Social Action Center for many years. Yet till this day, the answer as to why the new high school didn't materialize was never officially explained. There were some common excuses given as to why the new high school was not built. Was it truly that lady who held out on Summer Avenue and refused to sell her home? Today, logically speaking, that answer would be just too simple to be true. Ironically, our neighboring parish at St. Michael's had closed their doors as a co-ed high school in June of 1963. At the time, there was definite camaraderie between the parishes, as evidenced by the fact that during our own first and second grade years at Good Counsel Elementary, we can vividly recall students from St. Michael's coming over for instruction in the basement classrooms of Our Lady of Good Counsel Elementary School. We still recall the brown uniforms they wore bearing the insignia of St. Michael's on their uniform shirts. The closing of St. Michael's High School in June of 1963 would have coincided almost exactly with the time that Our Lady of Good Counsel's new regional high school should have been completed. I firmly believe that St. Michael's at the time was also anticipating the new high school's inception at Good Counsel. It would only stand to reason the decision to close St. Michael's High School in June of 1963 came much earlier than that time. Another later reason given why the new high school was not built: when the riots came to Newark in July of 1967, the architects and the backers pulled out and forever abandoned any other efforts to complete a new high school. What truly was the reason why the new high school wasn't constructed? Could it really have just been that the powers to be at the time recognized that the numbers were not going to substantiate this project on a long-term basis? After 1961, the remaining boys at Good Counsel High School had the option of finishing their high school education at Good Counsel High School or voluntarily considering Essex Catholic. If a male student had any aspirations or dreams of athletics or any other serious extracurricular activities, they would have been better off with Essex Catholic. If they were more conducive to academics, then they could remain in Our Lady of Good Counsel High School until the final attrition of the last class of boys who graduated from Our Lady of Good Counsel High School in June of 1965.